promise me this heart won't break, even when the night is long. With you every pain will shake, in your arms is where I belong.
The rain fell in rhythmic drizzles, a soundtrack of melancholy for the sleepless city. Amelia gripped her umbrella tightly, her breath clouding in the crisp evening air as she hurried through the cobblestone streets. The text message on her phone burned in her mind, an unanswered plea from Ethan, the man who had been her anchor for 6 years. Yet, it wasn't Ethan's name that quickened her steps. It was Caleb's. A forbidden name, a forbidden touch. Caleb was the fire to Ethan's calm seas, a storm that Amelia couldn't help but dive into. But how do you explain a love so wrong yet so consuming? How do you justify the betrayal etched in every lingering glance, every stolen moment? These questions plagued her, but tonight wasn't about answers. It was about the pull of two hearts, both demanding her loyalty. When Amelia finally reached the dimly lit cafe, Caleb was already there, his intense gaze fixed on her. She felt her chest tighten. This was the moment she had dreaded but could no longer avoid. She had become a master of balancing lies, but even the most intricate webs had their breaking point. Ethan was everything Amelia had ever dreamed of, stable, kind, and reliable. Their relationship had blossomed from college sweethearts to a couple everyone admired. Together, they built a life that felt almost too perfect. Ethan had a knack for making her feel seen, loved, and cherished. Yet, somewhere along the way, Amelia realized that perfection could feel suffocating. Ethan had proposed on their 5th anniversary, a dazzling ring sparkling against the evening sunset. She had said yes, overwhelmed by the magnitude of his love. But as the months passed, the spark she had once felt began to dim. Ethan's predictability, his unwavering goodness, started to feel like a gilded cage. And then came Caleb. They met by chance, or perhaps by fate, at an art gallery opening. Caleb was a photographer with a rebellious streak, his energy intoxicating and his smile disarming. Where Ethan was steady, Caleb was unpredictable. He challenged her, made her feel alive in ways she hadn't realized she craved. "Amelia, you're like a painting, beautiful, but with secrets buried in every stroke." Caleb had said the first night they met. That line stayed with her, haunting and alluring. Caleb was everything she shouldn't want, yet every interaction left her yearning for more. Their connection was electric, and before long it evolved into a dangerous game of deception. Balancing two lives was exhausting. Amelia found herself fabricating excuses, hiding text messages and dodging questions that felt too close for comfort. Ethan, ever trusting, never suspected a thing. But Caleb's demands for more time, more commitment, more of her heart, grew louder with each passing day. "You can't keep living like this," Caleb said one night, his voice low but firm. "You're tearing yourself apart." "I don't know what to do," Amelia whispered, tears streaming down her face. "I love you both in different ways." "But you can't have both, Amelia," Caleb replied. "Sooner or later, you'll have to choose." The cracks began to show one fateful evening when Ethan found a receipt for a dinner Amelia hadn't mentioned. It was a minor detail, but it planted the first seed of doubt in his mind. From then on, Ethan's demeanor shifted. He became more observant, his once unwavering trust replaced by quiet suspicion. Meanwhile, Caleb's patience was wearing thin. "I won't be your secret anymore, Amelia," he said. "If you don't tell him, I will." Amelia felt like she was standing on the edge of a precipice, the weight of her lies pulling her down. She knew she couldn't keep deceiving the man who had given her his all, but the thought of losing Caleb felt equally unbearable. The inevitable day arrived when the truth unraveled. Ethan's suspicions led him to Amelia's phone, where he found the messages that confirmed his worst fears. The confrontation was raw, filled with accusations, tears, and heartbreak. "Why, Amelia?" Ethan's voice cracked. "Wasn't I enough for you?" "You were more than enough," Amelia sobbed, "but somewhere along the way, I lost myself. And Caleb. He made me feel alive again. Ethan's face was a portrait of pain, but beneath the anguish was a flicker of understanding. I've loved you with everything I have, Amelia, but maybe that's not what you needed. As Ethan walked away, Caleb arrived, his presence both a comfort and a reminder of the chaos he brought into her life. But Caleb wasn't there to offer solace. He had an ultimatum. If you want this to work, Amelia, you have to leave the past behind, completely. That means no more Ethan. Amelia felt the weight of his words. Choosing Caleb meant leaving behind a life of stability and certainty. Choosing Ethan meant letting go of the passion that had awakened her soul. And choosing herself? That felt like an impossible option. In the weeks that followed, Amelia retreated into solitude. She needed time to process, to confront the woman she had become. Both men represented parts of her, but neither felt like the whole. She dove deeper into the life she had neglected, her art, her friendships, and her long-forgotten dreams. One evening, as she worked on a new painting, her mind wandered to the memories that had shaped her. Ethan's warmth, Caleb's fire, and her own struggle to balance the two. It was in these reflections that she began to find clarity. Amelia reconnected with Ethan unexpectedly at a charity gala. He was there with a colleague, his eyes lighting up when they met hers. Their conversation was cautious but kind, the raw wounds between them softened by time. "I'm working on myself," Amelia confessed. "I hope you're doing the same." "I am," Ethan replied, "and I hope you're finding what you need." The exchange left Amelia feeling lighter, as if a part of her past had been resolved. When Amelia met Caleb to say goodbye, the air between them was charged with unspoken emotion. She thanked him for the passion he had ignited in her, but explained that her path needed to be one of self-discovery. "I'll always care about you, Caleb," she said, "but I need to learn how to stand on my own." Caleb nodded, his expression a mix of sadness and respect. "You're braver than you realize, Amelia." Months turned into years, and Amelia found herself thriving in ways she never imagined. She pursued her passions, traveled to places she'd only dreamed of, and rebuilt her sense of self. Both Ethan and Caleb became memories of a pivotal time in her life, lessons in love, loss, and self-discovery. And though she was alone, for the first time in her life, Amelia felt whole. The games of the heart had taught her one invaluable truth. Before you can truly love another, you must first learn to love yourself. Thank you for staying to the end. If this story resonated with you, or if you faced challenges in your own relationships, let's start a conversation. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. And if you found strength or inspiration in my journey, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching Endless Tales of Love.
Promise me this heart won't break, even when the night is long. With you every pain will shake, in your arms is where